This is the REI Trail 25 day pack. The 25 stands for liters, 25 liters. It's a 25 liter pack. And we recently got our hands on one to test and see how we liked it. You know, stacked up to, I don't know, all of the other packs we tend to review. Because frankly, a good day pack can make or break a hiking experience. I mean, I've gone on hikes with day packs that I want to chuck into a creek when I get back to the trailhead and never ever even look at again. This is not one of those day packs. Spoilers, I guess? I don't know. But let's get into what makes this a pretty decent day pack, especially for the price. Now, this one is $99, which makes it a fairly budget-friendly option when you're comparing it to other technical day packs. I mean, most of these behind me are well over $100. But that's partially because REI wants to make gear that's more accessible to more people. So a lot of their gear does end up being more affordable, which is nice. But that doesn't mean it's less sustainable, which is also important. REI, for starters, is a certified climate neutral company, which means they offset as much of the carbon as they produce as a company. They've also committed to eliminating PFAS from their entire line of products, and a lot of their stuff is still made out of Blue Sign approved and recycled materials, like this pack. Now, only the bottom of the pack is made with recycled nylon, and only some of the materials are Blue Sign approved, but that's a pretty decent start. And honestly, because it's a fairly durable pack, we can forgive a lack of more robust recycled materials, but just because I think it's gonna last for a pretty long time, which is also sustainable. Now, this pack comes in a wide array of colors, both in brights and neutrals. I'm a fan of yellow because it just looks glorious in photos outside, but you do you. But maybe what I love more about this pack is that it's available in multiple sizes. That's great for size inclusivity. Now, this is the extra small to extra large, but there's also a version available that's 2XL to 4XL. So larger bodied hikers can also use this pack, and that's huge because historically the outdoor industry has not been very size inclusive, and REI's really trying to flip the script on that by offering a lot more products and clothing that is size inclusive. So that's huge. Now, the hip belt on the larger sizes fits waists up to 58 inches, so not too shabby. And honestly, we're just really glad to see more brands doing that. But let's talk about functionality for a sec, because there are a lot of bells and whistles on this pack. I mean, a lot, considering it's only $99. Now, right off the bat, I was a little bummed that this pack doesn't have a stretchy front pocket that I can just stash things in. But you know what? I was able to forgive it because there are so many other pockets on this bag. We've got two enormous side pockets that fit large Nalgene's just fine. No struggle at all to get big water bottles in and out. It does have compression straps on each side, so if it's not full, you can really cinch it down. There's an accessory pocket on the top that has a two-way zipper, so you can get in there and fits things like snacks, sunglasses. It's actually pretty spacious. Plus, the main pocket unzips like halfway down the bag so that the whole front sort of flips down and you can really see what's in the bottom of the pack. And then inside, there's another zipper pocket for even more accessories, like a headlamp or an extra backup battery, things like that. The bottom has two compression straps, so you can strap on a sleeping pad or an extra layer. Plus, there's a loop for an ice axe or your trekking pole, and that's one on both sides. Plus, a zipper compartment in the bottom for an included rain cover, which is the same color as the day pack, by the way. Then you've got these great daisy chains along the front with adjustable bungees, one on each side. Now, these are looped through in a way that's permanently affixed, but you could untie the little knots here if you wanted to relocate these to another chain in the webbing. But they're super handy for strapping on things like trekking poles, attaching those to the front of your bag, hanging clothes to dry if you got something a little soggy like your socks in a creek crossing. I hung a pair of barefoot sandals on there for one hike. Basically, I love adjustable bungees on a backpack because they just could be used for a million different things. There's a hydration reservoir pocket on the inside with routing so that you can pull the hose through either side of the back of the pack and then route it through the webbing on each shoulder strap, which is really nice. It kind of keeps your hydration hose from flopping all over the place. There is an adjustable slider sternum strap, which just love. And the hip belt strap, which is only a webbing strap, there are no pockets or padding or anything like that, is very easily removable. So if you don't want that on your bag, you can just take it off and stash it somewhere for a hike where you do want it. As for comfort, honestly, I found the bag pretty comfortable on all manner of hikes. I took it on longer hikes, shorter hikes, you name it. And it stayed put with the sternum strap and the hip belt. It didn't jostle around too much. The back panel isn't supremely breathable. It is just kind of like foam and fabric, so it doesn't allow as much airflow through as maybe an Osprey would, but it wasn't uncomfortable. So I'll say that about it. Also, for those of you who love organization and pockets, inside the bag is a little drop pocket on the side of the interior of the bag. Honestly, I found it a great place to just drop a couple of extra snack bars or a headlamp or anything that I wanted to be able to find fairly easily, but didn't necessarily need quick access to in one of the exterior pockets. It just added a little bit more organization opportunity, so I'm never mad at that. Honestly, this is just a highly functional, pretty durable, and feature-rich pack for the price. I was honestly pretty impressed. I would like to see maybe some more recycled or sustainable materials incorporated, but there's very little to complain about here. And honestly, it's a pretty solid pack. I can absolutely recommend it to somebody who's maybe not ready to spend 3 figures on a day pack, but would like something nice that's gonna last a long time and have all the features they need. So we'll put a link to it in the description below. You should get the yellow one. I mean, it looks great, right? You can't argue. But feel free to let us know what you think about this pack in the comments. And then, like while you're down there, hit that little thumbs up, click subscribe. That would actually be awesome because it helps our channel grow and it keeps you updated on when we're releasing new videos, which is generally about once or twice a week. And then feel free to follow us on the socials. We're mostly on Instagram and Facebook. We're at Terradrift on both of those, and find even more written content on our blog, terradrift.com, where you might even see some more photos of this bad boy getting tested in the Pacific Northwest. Now get off YouTube already and put on a backpack and get outside, wander on.